What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm fellow Misfire, and some of you may be wondering why I haven't actually uploaded for a while. The reason for that is plain and simple. I was having a few issues with my PC. I'm going to show you exactly what in a moment. But basically it was overheating, and I had one point where I was recording a Deus Ex video and it basically just fucking shut down. Like, I just sorry fucking wait, there we go. Alright, so yeah, I was recording, it just shut down. I was halfway through the video, lost a ton of footage. The entire file was corrupted, obviously, and when I booted it back up, I looked at the temperature on my processor. It was like 50 degrees, and yeah, the whole thing had just overheated, and to save itself, it just shut down. So I needed to get rid of it. I didn't really need to get rid of it, so just sort of a little bit more ventilation. So I'm just going to quickly flip the camera around, get there. But yeah, basically what happened was, if you can see inside there, you see how thick it is in dust. Basically, I had to put my graphics card in this case. As you can see, it's not a particularly wide case. Where those two holes are, there should have been two cooling fans. And I had to take the fans out in order to get another fan. If you look just inside there, isn't really getting the ventilation that it needed. Because I've recently had the house done up as well, it got everything. I've like really blasted everything down, and so now my TV that I still need to put over here somewhere. But my PC with two screens and my blue snowball, which at the moment is actually rendering out a video, ready to go live tomorrow. So that will be up tomorrow afternoon, I imagine. So look out for that one. As for the new case, if I drop just down here, so this is the front of it. This is the Thermal Tape Versa H23. As you can see, it's quite nice looking at the front, but if you look, it's got the nice red glow there. And there's actually two 120mm cooling fans in there. The reason for that is because the two fans that I actually took out of my old case actually fit in the front of this one. So I thought, well, screw it, I'll put them in there. It's got two bonus fans. That's the front of it. It's got the blue glow from there. There's, as you can see, there's the cool air being pushed out of it. And if I drop just around the side, I do apologise for all the wires. Move that. That is actually just a basic fan that I've been using just to kind of keep the room cool a little bit. But if I just drop down, as you can see, it's got a clear side panel. You can't really see it in there very much. And apparently I can't put the flash on. So let's have a look. Is there a decent angle? As you can see there, you've got my motherboard, my NVIDIA Asus Strix NVIDIA GTX 970. The motherboard you can see at the back with the red glow. That is the Asus Z97 Pro Gamer motherboard. The RAM I've got in this, if you look, is just pretty cheap RAM. It's an Intel i5 4590, which clocks at 3.8 gigahertz. And yeah, there's obviously the CPU fan and then another exhaust fan at the back there. But because of the venting on it, the actual power supply on this one is right at the very bottom there. So because it's right at the very bottom, it just allows all the heat to escape out of the bottom of it, and yeah, it makes it pretty cool. My cable management wasn't amazing, but I had to make do with the sort of cable size that I had. But it's not too bad. Most of the cables is actually behind the motherboard, so you can't really see them, which is always a bonus. So yeah, as you can see, I got that all hooked up nicely. It's running quite cool now. It's looking pretty freaking beautiful. I got my red PlayStation 4 controller and my red glowing Xbox One controller, which is always beautiful. I should have grabbed that torch actually to show you guys inside it. These two little guys I picked up like last week. I love those two things. They're so freaking cool. My little mini skateboard. Yeah, so that's sort of my setup at the moment. My face cam, or at least my webcam, which I use as a face cam at the moment for the time being, which I think does a reasonable job. It's not amazing, but it doesn't do too badly. My Asus laptop, which comes in handy for when I like go to Glasgow and stuff like that, and I need to maybe tune in, check out a few things, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's basically what I've done for it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the way it looks. Let me know what you think. Keep an eye out for those videos. As you can see, there is actually 2 videos there, not just one. So keep an eye out for those. They're both going to be going live tomorrow. If you enjoy them, guys, remember, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.